Hi everybody, Andy Giacomazzi back with you for another edition of Academics, Talking Academics in Actual Elevators, where we take that classic elevator pitch to a whole new level. And with me today in the elevator is Dr. Saleh Ahmed. Welcome. Dr. Ahmed is a professor in the School of Public Service right here at Boise State University. He teaches and does research in our interdisciplinary programs, urban studies, environmental studies, and global studies. He has a PhD in arid lands resource science, as well as a minor in global change and a variety of other interdisciplinary degrees like spatial planning, rural and urban planning, as well as environmental sociology and many more as well. We'll talk more about Dr. Saleh's research here in just a second, but I did want to mention as well that he is one of our professors who is working with a variety of students, particularly our undergraduate students, and the projects that they've been working on have led to some publications already. So welcome to the elevator.
Thank you.
What floor would you like to go up to?
Why not we go to 5?
5. All right. We have our videographer lady pressing 5 for us. First question for you, Saleh, is that back in May of this year, you were awarded the Commitment to Research Award in the School of Public Service for your contributions to research. What does that kind of an award mean to you?
First of all, I was very excited, and definitely it's an inspiration for me to work. But two things I was actually thinking about, it's more about collaboration and creativity. So I actually want to engage more students and engage them in collaborative research in a more creative way so that they actually get some experiential learning opportunities. And it's not just the research, but also learning about the research methods, the process, and the outcomes. So I sort of want to work with them, very excited and looking forward to this opportunity.
Wow, I mean, and the benefits too are just great for all the students and everybody who works with you in the various disciplines as well.
Sure.
We talked earlier about the student involvement in your research. Can you tell us a little bit about the research work that's involving your undergraduates?
Yeah, of course. So right now I'm actually working with two groups of students. So with one group I'm actually trying to understand how economic forces, environmental forces, and pandemic are impacting the indigenous communities in the Cusco, Peru region. So kind of that is, I'm saying, as multidimensional stresses. So in another project I'm actually working with another group of students, connecting them with local collaborators about climate justice among the refugee population. So we are focusing mostly on South and Southeast Asia, how those refugees, particularly the Rohingya refugees, are facing climate change or environmental stresses through the lenses of social justice. So this two research right now I'm actually working with some of our students.
Well, what's really interesting too to hear about your projects is that not only are these topical subjects, but it's also providing our students with these great experiences that are really beyond the classroom. That's what we're trying to do quite a bit in the School of Public Service and across Boise State University. But sometimes our viewers may not know that School of Public Service, SPS is our acronym. Sometimes we call ourselves the School of Problem Solving. Beyond what you've already talked about, what are some of the problems that you're trying to solve in your research?
Of course, so thank you. I think most of our problems, ongoing problems, are actually complex in nature. And one of the things I actually tell my students, it's not just about learning or knowing about the problem, but also providing solutions to the problem. So, unpacking those complex issues which are interlinked with many other different dimensions, and then sort of provide some insights from comprehensive perspective can actually help us to find some solutions. So if someone says it's a school of problem solving, I would not blame them.
Yeah, no, I don't either. And I think we're well positioned as interdisciplinary studies in the School of Public Service to be tackling some of those complex problems. For me, one of the biggest things that I always remind myself is, beware of simple solutions to complex problems, because they usually don't work. And so it really does take multiple disciplines to solve them. Finally, I wanted to ask you about Boise and why this is a really good place, in your opinion, to be studying either global studies or environmental work.
Sure, definitely. I would actually like to say this is not just Boise, but also Boise State. So these both things are actually very important for studying global studies or environmental studies. First, I actually like to talk about Boise. This is actually increasingly a destination for refugee settlement. So we actually see a lot of phenomena, a lot of demographic changes, also in terms of population changes during pandemic. The other thing I would say, like this is the hometown for micron technology, which has actually global outreach.
Yeah.
So like if you actually want to learn and know about global studies, this might be one of the best places or cities in the nation. And also for like, we are very fortunate having some of the, I would say, world finest national parks in surrounding areas.
Yeah.
So if you actually want to learn about environmental studies, the interactions between human and environment, this might be the best place to sit and explore those things. And Boise State University, like we are very fortunate having department from different disciplines. We have environmental studies, we have global studies, urban studies, we have world literatures, all those kind of things. So I think like both, if we combine Boise State and Boise State University, it might be one of the finest places to explore those issues. So yeah, that I would say.
Well, you heard it from the expert right here. Dr. Saleh Ahmed, thank you so much.
Thank you
really
so
appreciate
much.
you being in the
Nice
elevator
talking to
with
you.
us. Nice to talk to you as
Thank
well.
you.
And we will see you next time on another edition of Academics Talking Academics in Elevators.